4.0 is probably going to be almost a year from now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that sounds
I think
right.
it'll be a year from now before we're done with it, because it's just going to take so much time and energy. I mean, just the construction alone to build the building is probably going to be a 3-month window. I would think 3 months of building. And then that's just to get the shell. And then once we have the shell, we have to do all the internals, and it's going to be quite the adventure, but looking forward to it. I hope it can work. I really, really do. The financial side is something that's a little daunting to me, because I honestly don't know how much money it's going to cost and if we'll be able to absorb that kind of a hit. You know, people that don't know me know I don't like debt, so I don't like borrowing. You know, the other thing is I mean, I've thought about doing some fundraising or some crowd fundraising and stuff like that. But I'm a little bit nervous about that too, because I don't want people to think like, oh, this guy's making all this money and he's begging for money and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about it. I mean, I mean, obviously there's always that like magical thing, like when we went out to Rob Carmichael's,
right,
out, where you just get like, you find someone that's like, hey, listen, I love animals and I'm going to write you a check for $500,000 because I love animals so much, because I believe in your vision. That's the magical, that's the
idea.
But that's what everyone wants. Everyone in life wants that what they call an angel investor, right?
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. But it'll be a fun ride, and I can't wait to bring you guys along on it.
Alex Rankin threw $25, but his or her message is retracted.
Sorry.
I'll try to see if I can find it somewhere else.
Yeah, we'll see if we can, or if just post it up again in the normal chat, and we'll find you.
Lydia says, can you explain what you know about your mystery balls from a couple years ago?
The funny thing is I don't know much.
Yeah. We still got to wait another year.
Yeah,
it
was
right?
And I don't know that the female's going to go again this year. She didn't rebound as quick. She's now eating really, really well.
Oh, okay.
But she was a little bit like finicky coming out of the egg season, so she didn't put all her body weight back on.
Gotcha.
And she hasn't really. I'd say right now she's probably just now starting to come back to weight. And usually you have to push a little harder before you can get to that next level. So I think that she's probably not going to produce this year. But I can tell you this, the breeding that we bred to her should look nothing like what she looks like.
Right.
And then all of the babies make no sense at all. I mean, there were 6 babies. All 6 babies looked radically different. And it was literally supposed to be just like a 3-gene animal. And we've got 6 different genes that have popped up. So there's just something going on. And sometimes, you may get, this animal bred to this animal, and it might be allelic. It might be, sometimes it's just the actual pair they could both be heterozygous for something. They could both be carrying, or sometimes it can be just a spontaneous mutation that happens.
Sure.
So next year we've got probably 2 projects that we can the new gene animal and the mystery animal,
really drive into,
which is so funny. I tell you, obviously, I'm not in the ball game like I was years before, but I still follow everything. And I'm telling you guys, man, there's a lot of genes out there that are popping up that are named this or named,
the same genes,
Spartan ball python, this ball python, that are legitimately exactly the same as ball pythons that have been around for 10 years. And I'm just like, why are we like,
are people just doing that to like market?
I think it's just a marketing thing, because I saw a yellow belly ball python today, and I'm not going to mention the name of the gene because I don't want people to shit on me like, oh, Brian doesn't know what he's talking about. This person was like, I'm so excited I finally got this gene. I would bet my collection it's a yellow belly ball python.
Yeah.
Just a really pretty one. It's a pretty one because we produce really pretty yellow belly ball pythons
I've seen a few
in the past. And it was a several $1,000 snake. And I'm like, well, a really pretty yellow belly is $100 snake, So it is really weird right now that don't get me wrong. There are some ball python projects coming up that are really cool. But there are also a lot of these like really, you have to squint to see them.
Yeah, there was another one. We talked about it when we were at Wilbanks, and I can't remember which one it was, what exactly it was. But we did it on the video. He had 2 ball pythons he showed you, and he was like, if you had 10 of these and 10 of these, would you be able to tell the difference?
Yeah,
you're like, absolutely not.
It was a stranger gene.
Yeah, that's
the
what it was.
stranger gene in mahogany. And there's a lot of, I think Justin Kabelica was the one that came out and said that he thought that they might be the same gene, or they might be similar expressions of the same complex, right?
Yeah, lesser Mojave.
Again, lesser Mojave, Lori, red Azantha, same complex, Mojave, whatever. You got Het Russo,
Get the point, yeah.
You can be in a complex Sydney black pastel. Certainly phenotypically they look different, but genetically they basically act
Work
almost
similar.
the same. Yeah.
Brian Hamstra says, I have a baby rhino iguana. What size is Bella's cage? I'm looking to build a forever home.
So it's 8 foot by 4 foot by 6 foot deep.
Yeah.
So it's quite a bit of square footage. I know one thing, as a matter of fact, just the tour I had today said the same thing. Like the depth of the cages here is what's
what gives it away. Yeah.
In the vlog, you don't see how deep the cages are. 6 foot deep cage is a pretty deep. Yeah, you have to.
That's my height almost.
You have to crawl in it. I mean, you can't get to the back of it without crawling into the cage. And that's how all our cages are. They're very deep, and so there's a lot of square footage for them, and they do need a lot of square footage. They're big animals.
They run around a bit.
Yeah, they move around. Definitely. I've seen some big rhinos in some cages that were not good for them.
Sweet. Boston Kissinger says, hey, what's the best way to contact you? I had a friend end up in jail who bought a ball python a while back and a retic from somewhere else, but I have no way to take care of them and want what's best for them.
Well, I mean, you can email us at any, BHB, info at BHB Reptiles, sales at BHB Reptiles.
Attention to Brian.
Yeah. Attention, Brian. I don't know if I'd be interested, but if I'm not, I can certainly help out. I can push you in the right direction.
King's Collage threw $1 just for love. Appreciate you.
Thank you, King's Collage.
Stephanie, is it bro? We know this lady. It's bro. Is it Broso? Browsu?
I just always have known her as Stephanie. But,
well, Stephanie threw $100. Says, love you guys.
Stephanie.
Can't wait to come visit.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've heard from you. So thank you so much. Welcome back. And thank you for your generosity.
Spell your name phonetically on the bottom, and I'll try to remember it.
Yeah, and you've always been amazing to us. And I hope you can come visit us. It would be amazing. I mean, let's hope that we continue to just keep opening and stay open and don't have anything change the course of where we're at and stuff like that. And then obviously as we open up more, we'll have more space and more animals. And like I said, I mean, I've told you guys this, and I was talking to Lori about this this afternoon. Is like I said, she said this. She goes, just talking to you sometimes is exhausting. She goes, I can't imagine being you. She's like, you tell me what's on your mind, and I feel like I need to take a nap. And I'm like, and that's on my mind all
day. I'm just telling you for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just telling you what I'm thinking right now, but I'm thinking that all day. So my point is that I've been like, going through these blueprints in my head for the Reptarium 3.0, the Aquarium 4.0, and it's interesting, you might think like, well, why are you doing that? The truth is that all the time as I'm going through these things in my head, like an issue will pop up like, oh shit, I didn't think about that. What do I do about this? What do I do about, and I keep making these lists.
It's massaging the idea.
I keep making these lists of the things that I haven't thought about in the past. And that's, I think that's part of being a forward-thinking businessman. That being said, I do think that I have to find a way to not. I wrote a tweet today, which I don't tweet very often.
Right.
But I wrote a tweet today, and I said my ambition often ruins my accomplishments of today, and I need to work on that.
Because it's almost like you've already stomped out the thing you've accomplished to be like, all right, on to the next thing.
Yeah, I mean, I never sit back and go like, okay, we've accomplished this. That's great.
Yeah.
It's always like my ambition is so strong that I don't ever smell the roses and go, wow, we accomplished something amazing.
Sprint right past.
And we just go right to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. And I need to somehow learn to stop that.
Yeah, it's like what you're doing is a good thing, right? Like in the sense of like, hey, I should think about all the possible things. It allows me to think of the mistakes I could make. But when you want to, you should be able to shut that off.
That's the thing. You should be able to shut it off, and I don't ever shut it off.
Right.
And that's the downside, and that's probably what causes me all my mental anguish, to be totally honest with you. But it's funny. I was talking to one of my counselors this week, and she said the same thing. She said, all my really like thinking clients, and she specializes in anxiety. She said the people that are the most successful, she said they all are very tormented.
Yeah.
And that's this is the question that I guess I'm going to rhetorically ask, is that would you give up the thinking mind of an entrepreneur to be a more dumbed down version but be happier? And that's a tough question to answer because you want to achieve and have a legacy and you want to do things. And this is the thing. I'm sitting here thinking like, all right, well, this is the problem, guys. This is the problem.
Yeah.
Is that every time you go, once I'm done with 4.0, 3.0, 4.0, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, then fantastic. But we know that's not the case, right? There's going to be a 5.0.
There's going to be a parking lot somewhere,
It's going to be something that changes, that goes, this is now, this not. And that's fundamentally the problem with my life, is that I can't stop and I can't, I
pump
can't.
the brakes.
I can't just go, all right, I'm good. Let's just chill now. Let's just enjoy the fruits of our labor.
Right.
And that's fundamentally why I'm so tormented and probably why I deal with the anxiety that I deal with, unfortunately. It's probably from overthinking.
No, you're not wrong at all, man.
Yeah.
Alex Rankin, he had the chat before that was retracted. I got his message. It says, want to shout out to my fiance, Laura. Today is her golden birthday. She turns 27. She just came home from giving birth to our first baby 2 nights ago, baby Archer. What a birthday present. Oh, my
gosh. Well, happy birthday. Congratulations on the new kid.
Shout out to you, Laura.
I mean, what a week, man. That's a hard week
That's
to
a
beat,
good,
right?
yeah, that's a crazy
birthday,
one.
You got the kid, you got, my gosh. I mean,
how cool is that? The kid's birthday is right with the mom's birthday.
It could be good or bad. It's I guess.
What do you think?
I mean,
it's probably worse for the mom.
It's probably worse for the mom, I guess. I guess it's not like at least having, like, I always felt bad for, like, we have some family members that have, like,
Christmas.
Yeah,
right?
Christmas.
That's
like,
totally
a couple
different.
days
Totally
by
different.
Christmas.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you're boned because you're not getting 2 gifts. You're getting 1 gift.
No, you get a birth
just
present.
You just got screwed, But I guess with mom, it's not as bad.
No, mom's not that bad. But my grandma's birthday is the 27th of December. So same thing. She gets crushed. I mean.
Yeah, because no one's buying 2 gifts.
No. And they're wrapping your birthday gift in Christmas present paper too.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, come on.
My dad was the 23rd.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, he was the 23rd. And although I didn't know my dad very much, and this always was weird to me. For some reason, again, my dad was really never around. But for some reason, we as kids, my 2 siblings and myself, got a present on the 23rd for my dad's birthday.
Yeah, you guys were talking about
so
that.
like, well, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Like, why would we get just a little, always a very tall, so we all had miniature trees in our bedroom, right?
Okay.
Like just little tiny, like 2 foot tall trees that we would decorate. And that was like our thing. And then under that tree was the present for the 23rd. And
so good.
So yeah, I mean,
you guys probably, when you guys were real young, you guys were probably whining because your dad was getting gifts around Christmas. You're like, where's our gifts?
No, I don't. I don't remember my dad being around at Christmas. So
I got you.
So I don't remember him ever getting gifts.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, that's so weird.
I don't remember him ever getting. I don't remember him ever being around at all at Christmas, not even once. So
yeah, same. Heidi says, Heidi and Heinrich are kind of mad at us right now.
Oh no!
They said, "How do you not know what ZAR is?" LOL. SA Rands. They're South Africa.
South African Rands.
Hey everyone, sending much love to everyone.
It's funny. By the way, hi Heidi. And she trumped me, dude.
What do you mean?
She smacked me down bad, man. So I post this video of an egg-eating snake, and I know she didn't do this on purpose because it was the timing was almost like it was really coincidence.
Yeah.
It was like almost at the exact same time. I post a video of a egg-eating snake spinning around and striking, and she posts a video of an albino egg eater eating an egg.
No,
and I'm just like, what?
Come on, baby.
Come on, Heidi. You killed my post over here. No, the truth was that was a badass animal. I'm super, super jealous.
I can't even imagine what they look like.
Oh, my gosh. If you go on Heidi's Instagram, you'll see him. Or you can maybe even just put albino egg-eating snake. I would assume that she would be there, Let's see what we got here.
Is it this one?
Yep, right there. Check that out.
What?
Check that out. What? And look at this, taking it right out of her hand.
This is what I was telling you we had to do. This is Heidi's video.
This is Heidi's
video. I think
I
might have seen this somewhere, and that's where I got the idea from.
Oh my gosh, I want that. Look at there. And I didn't even notice it's on top of a normal egg-eating snake.
What the heck?
Look at how fast that snake ate that egg, dude.
Dude. Heidi,
can we please have that snake?
Can you send that here?
I mean, you don't need that.
Come on, man.
Come on, show some love,
Put
Heidi.
it in the vlog.
No, but that was dope, man. Thanks, Heidi. I appreciate you.
Damn, son.
Can we rail this in?